Good morning, children. Today in our science class, we'll see the last topic of this lesson, simple scientific investigations in daily life. So, from our childhood days, we'll have many questions. See, we'll be asking our parents, especially our mother, we're troubling our mother with lots and lots of questions. Why this is happening? Why it is so? Why it is? Why this is? So we'll be asking like that, and many questions will be inside us also. So why that motorcycle is working like that? How it is working? Why the green leaves are in green color? Why the sky is in blue color? Yes. So what is the difference between this one and that one? So we have many questions in our mind, children. So it is about because of the eagerness of science. It is starting from your home itself, from your childhood itself. So see here, the curiosity of science starts from home. It is promoted by simple scientific investigations of the things that the children see around them or use daily, like why the leaves are green in color. What is the difference between the sun and the moon? How does the television work? Shall we learn about a few simple investigation? So in this, because for the simple investigation, they have given you about the real thing and the shadow. Okay. So some days, if we don't have current power supply, especially in the evening time, so what our parents will be doing? They'll be lighting the candle. Yes or no, children? So in a dark room, we'll have only one single candle. Okay. So there you can see the shadows. Yes or no, children? So have you noticed that? And also, if you are walking in the streets in the night time, and also in the during the daytime, under the sunlight, you can see the shadows of yourself. Is there no, children? Yes. So we are going to see about that only. Okay. So for what? To learn how the shadows are formed. How? Make the classroom dark. Just imagine what the situation what I said. You don't have power supply at home. You're with the candle light. Okay, so you're in the candle light. Light a candle. Place a toy near the candle. What do you see? You can see the shadow of that toy. Move the toy away from the candle. What do you see? Okay, what will you see? So if you are moving anything to closer to the candle, it will show a big shadow. So if you are taking away, so if you are taking away that candle, it will become smaller. Okay, experiment and see what happens to the shadow. The light source is dim. Okay, so complete the sentence they have given. Moving the toy car to the candle made its shadow bigger. Okay, so if you are going closer to the candle, it will be bigger. If you are moving, while moving the object away, made its shadow smaller. Okay, so just fill those blanks, children. So moving the toy closer to the candle made its shadow bigger, while moving the object away made its shadow smaller. The big candle is bright and gives little shadow. Okay, So if it is a big candle and it is very bright, now it will give little shadow, and the small is dim and gives bright shadows. Okay. One is lava in a cup, a tall glass cup, a quarter cup vegetable oil, 1 teaspoon salt, water and food color. What to do? Fill the glass about 3/4 with water. Add about 5 drops of food color. Okay. Slowly pour the vegetable oil into the glass. See how the oil floats. Sprinkle the salt on the top of the oil. Watch blobs of lava moves up and down in your glass. Add another teaspoon of salt to keep the effect going. Okay, so just try this at home and check children. What happens when you add oil to water? If you are adding oil to water, it will be floating. It will not mix with the water. Adding color to the mix. So if you are adding color to the mix, so it will not mix with the oil. Okay. Add salt to the mix. What will it do? So it will be dissolving until it dissolves. It will be there. After that again it will be going up. Okay. So first of all, the oil floats on the top of the water because it is lighter than the water. Since the salt is heavier than oil, it sinks down into the water and takes some oil with it. But when the salt dissolves, the oil goes up again. Is it interesting, no? It is interesting, huh? Yes. So like this only we have more and lots of investigations in science, children. Okay. So and next one we'll see about thermometer. Okay. Measuring temperature of water and milk using thermometer. Have you seen this device? Yes. What is this? This is a thermometer. Where have you seen this mostly? So in those days all we'll have only in hospitals. Nowadays we are having at home also. Why we are using this, children? To check our body temperature. Yes, of course. We are if we have are affected with some infections, our body temperature will be increasing. Yes or no? It will be from normal to any other. It will increase the temperature, our body heat. Okay. So to check whether we have fever, whether the temperature is increased or not, we'll be using thermometer. Yes or no, children? So especially it will be used in where? In hospitals. Okay. Usually our body temperature is lower in the morning, it increases during the day, and it is highest in the evening. Other than this, a rise in body temperature is usually caused by an infection. Using a thermometer to check our temperature can help us manage any illness. Okay, so if we check, if we know the temperature only, we can do other remedies to get rid of that. Yes or no? So what is a thermometer? It is an instrument used for measuring body temperature. It consists of a narrow sealed glass tube marked like a scale. See here, children, nowadays only we are having this thermometer. In olden days we'll have this one, and nowadays also the in few hospitals they are using this thermometer. Okay, so inside this plastic one you will have this narrow sealed glass tube. Okay, so the mercury will be increasing in that shows the body temperature. Okay, who found this na? Daniel Fahrenheit, a German physicist, invented mercury thermometer in 1714. Clear, children? And also this thermometer is used to not only to check our body temperature, it also used to check the temperature of water, boiled water and milk. Okay, see, let us measure the boiling point of water using thermometer. Boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. Things needed is water and thermometer. Procedure: heat the water. Measure the initial temperature when the water starts to boil. Allow it to boil for few more minutes. Measure the temperature. The temperature remains the same when the boiling point reaches 100 degrees Celsius and continues to boil for some more time. Similarly, the boiling point of milk can also be measured using thermometer. Clear, children? Okay. So the next one, an activity is given. Color the thermometer to match the temperature written in the box. 100 degrees Celsius. Okay. So where is 100? Here. So till this, you have to shade. You have to color it. So I am doing with the pencil. If you want to color it using color pencils, you just do it, children. So 50 degrees Celsius, so see where is 50 degree and color it. Clear, children? So can you see how I have colored? Yes. Okay. So just do for 50 degrees Celsius, 30 degrees Celsius, 70 degrees Celsius. Clear, children? Okay, this is the end of your lesson, children. Hope you all have understood all those things. Okay, thank you.